I'm here with a deck profile with Predaplants. My name is TJ from Team Millennium. Shout out to my team, Alex, Y20 Killer, aka Yanni, Gabe. Who else is that nigga right there? Andres, Dre2 on the camera. Everybody with the team. Gonna give you a deck profile on Predaplants. We're gonna get into the monster cards. I played 3 Predaplant Spinos, because the name long as shit. The monster effect is when there's normal summon, you put a counter on a monster, and then if it does battle with a monster less with a lower level, then I get to special summon any Predaplant from the deck. I play 3. Y'all see this name is long as shit, so we gonna call it Chlamydia. It's like a super poly for the deck. If a monster has a counter on it, my opponent's monster, I can fuse this and the opponent monster and get a monster from my extra deck, or I could just normal summon it and fuse a card, this card, and a card from my hand, get a monster from the extra deck. This is what makes the deck actually pretty good. Predaplant, whatever, I really don't know the names. But this is like a battle fader. When a monster attacks, I can special summon it, put it in defense mode. I get to destroy that monster that attack, and then I get to add a Predaplant card from my deck to my hand. Also, if you normal summon it and use poly and it leaves the field, you still get a Predaplant card from your deck to your hand. Played 3 of those. I played 2 Predaplant Hydras. It can special summon itself from from my hand or from the graveyard if a monster has a predator counter on it. So I usually normal summon him, put a count on it, and then tribute that monster as like a kaiju for the deck. Then also, if it's in the graveyard or on the field, if a monster attack, I can banish a Predaplant monster and that monster lose 500 attack. I haven't gotten to that effect yet because I haven't done it. I played 2 Light Traps. It does the same thing as Dyna. I put a counter on the monster, and then basically it gains that level when that monster is destroyed, but you don't really get that effect. So I just usually put a counter on it, and then wham, tribute it for this. This card right here, Alistair, the spicy tech. My boy told me about it. You feel me? This card is so good.
Spicy
tech. I normal summon this, and then I get invocation from the deck to my hand. Is like another polymerization, and you can go into some other monsters besides Predaplants. Also, if it's in your hand, you can discard it, and your fusion monster will get 1,000. It's also a dark, so it works with the deck, so you can go into your dark monsters. And then I play 2 Lone Fire Blossom. It helps the deck from breaking. You normal summon this, and you get any Predaplant monster. So let's say you normal summon this. 9 out of 10 times I go into this, so I can special summon easily. Or I might go into this to get a counter, put a counter on my opponent monster, and then just go into this and tribute that monster. So it's a quick fusion. A card that I haven't seen on any deck profiles is Abyss at the Evil Hill. A lot of people ask me why I play this shit. It's simply because Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon, it requires a level 8. So what I've done a lot is just go into him. If I have him in my hand, go into him, then fuse him, and then special summon him out. So when he's destroyed, I banish this and it comes back. Also, you need a generic 8. Usually people go to Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and that's damn. Can y'all shut the fuck up? Usually people go into Starving Venom and then go into him, but this is much faster. To get into the spell cards, I play 3 polymerizations. Everybody should know what they do. If you don't, you should kill yourself. Who don't know what polymerization does? I play Predaplants. What it does is it special summons. God damn. It special summons a card from the graveyard. It's very good. It's like a Monster Reborn. It's so good. Goes to a lot of plays. Allure of Darkness, I play at 2. It can help you not brick. It can help some bricky hands, but if you don't want to see it too many times. Terraforming for your field spells. I play that too. Predaplants is the same thing as Pruning, but what it does is it negates your monster's effect. So usually you just bring it back just to special summon a monster from your hand or graveyard, activate Polymerization or any other card, and fusion summon it. It's real easy to go into your fusions. And at every standby phase you pay 800, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I play 2 fusion recycling plants. What you do is you discard a card, and you get a polymerization from your deck to your hand. Why it works really good is because you can discard some of your monster cards, you know, like your Predaplants. You will mostly try to discard this one or discard this one, and then just go ahead and get your polymerization and then bring it back with invocation so you get their effects. Or if you discard the Hydra, you just bring out one of these that can put a counter on your opponent's monster and just special summon it from the graveyard. Also, I play 1 magical meltdown. You activate this. It's the spicy tech once again. My boy told me about it. You get this to your hand. It's a dark. You normal summon this, and then you get an invocation to your hand. So it helps you thin out the deck really, really good. It's the invocation.
People can negate a fusion summon.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you. They can't negate any effect that has that fusion. So no strikes, no solemns, no nothing. That's what makes the card really, really good. I almost forgot about that. That's why I put it in there.
No, my deck.
Invocation is like Metaphor's fusion. Basically, when you bring it out, let me read it for you because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it wrong. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand as fusion materials. If summoning an evoked fusion monster this way, you can also banish monsters from your field and or either player's graveyard as fusion materials. If this card is in your graveyard, you could target one of your banished Alexander the Evoker, shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, add that card to your hand. You can only use invocation once per turn. Really good, and it's recyclable too. Broken. And then I played the 1 instant fusion. Since this deck doesn't have like good levels like that, so you can't really go into exceeds like that, you should only play that 1 because 2 or 3 is too bricky. I play Dimensional Barrier. Obviously, you have to. Well, you don't have to. There's cards like Grizel Prison and stuff like that. But what if you're going against another fusion deck, which apparently is really popular these days? I've been getting beat up all day by Dre. But these are good. You can play Grizel Fusions or 2 strikes or something else. 1 Predator Planet. Most people do not play this at all. I understand why. What you do is it works with counters. So if you bring a monster out on the field and you put a counter on them and that monster leaves the field, you can add any Predator Plant card from your deck to your hand. That sounds good, but it's a lot harder to get out. But why you use this card is for for the second effect. If it's in the graveyard, you can use it as a polymerization, and it's also a trap, so you can activate during either player's turn. So let's say if you have like 2 monsters on the field, you know, and they try to attack, and you have this in your graveyard, you banish it, and then you go into something like Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Really good. But with this card, you would most likely try to send it to the graveyard with the effect, the Fusion Recycling Plant. Or also, if you have stuff like Foolish Burial Goods, I would be playing that, but I need 2. I only have 1. We're gonna get into the extra deck. I play 1 Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon. And the reason why the target's fair, I have 1 level 4, I believe, 2 level 4s in the deck. But with the effect of instant fusion, I can bring it out with this, 1 level 4s, or a Darkfire Dragon. Or if I go into Norden, everyone knows Norden. You bring a card back from the graveyard. You can go easily into Darkfire Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon.
And only one Norton.
Only one Norton, yeah. My boy Y20 Killer found that out the hard way. Only one Norton, bro. Only one Norton. I played one Dark Fire Dragon for instant fusion. It's a good target because it's dark, so you go into a lot of your your dark monster fusions with this. It's really good. One Norton. One. Not two. One. You go into one Norton and you bring a monster back from the extra deck. It's good because even though some of your monsters don't have levels to go into Exceeds, if you bring them back, you can still activate Polymerization if you have another dark monster on the field. So it's good to go into your fusion monsters. One Invoke Kaliga. What it does is, and I just found this out today, if a player's monster effects attempts to activate, none of that player monsters can activate their effects for the rest of the turn while this card is face up on the field. Each player can only attack with one monster. This is so easy to bring out. So easy to bring out. It's a good card. But I don't go into it as much. You play, well I played, but I would say just you play 2 Predaplant Chimera Flesia. Its first effect is if it's a monster on the field that has a lower level than it, you can banish it. The second effect is if it battles a monster, that monster loses attack, 1,000 attack, and this gains 1,000 attack. The third effect is if it gets destroyed or leaves the field or whatever, whenever it leaves during the next standby phase, you get to add any polymerization card, any card that says fusion in its name, to your hand. So that's really good. It's stuff like instant fusion, polymerization, refusion, flash fusion, a lot of other fusion cards out there is really good. Let's see. Obviously, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. This is so clutch. I've been getting over what's that card called?
Chaos Max.
Chaos Max Dragon with this because it doesn't target. When you summon it on summon, I get to select a special summon monster and gain their attack. So Utopia Lightning wouldn't even be able to get over this if I actually attacked them. The second effect is you can target a monster on the field, a level 5 or higher monster on the field, and it gains its effect. The third effect is if it's destroyed and goes to the graveyard, it destroys all special summon monsters your opponent controls. So good. And then the boss of the deck. That's that new Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. When it gets special summoned, you can target a monster. That's the only bad thing about it. It targets. Make that monster's attack 0 and negate its effects. And then also when it leaves the graveyard, when it gets destroyed by battle or card effect, you can it destroys all special summon monsters, and then you can bring it back by discarding by banishing a level 8 from your graveyard, and it comes right back. So usually that's why it's so easy to go into him or Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, but it's so easy to go into Evil Hill. It's easy to do it that way because sometimes you don't want to banish Starving Venom and you can activate Refusion and bring it right back to the field. So that's I'm still working out some text with the deck, the spicy text with the deck. I'll give you an updated build because the rest of it doesn't come out until May. But the deck has done really, really good. To be honest, I've only lost to one deck, and that's the Cameras Man, Dre. I'm not really, I'm kind of salty about it. But if I had the rest of the support, then it would be very, very good. I'm actually just give you a quick shuffle real quick and see what the draw is like. If it's ass, just don't watch that part of the video. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got first hand. Ooh, with the spicy tech.
It's already a good hand.
That's good right here. With Alistair, I can normal summon that. Get Invocate. Ooh, that's not it. Get Invocation.
It's not even that he's hard. It's just
Fusion one monster from your extra deck from your hand. So I would probably go with, definitely go with Evil Hill.
Already.
Right there. That's the Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon right there. But this is a second going deck, so I would say most likely you will go second. I'm gonna do another reshuffle. and draw 6 cards as I'm going second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a D barrier. This, and this. This hand is so ass, but at least you can stall into the net. Well, yeah, you can stall. You can go ahead and poly both of these. Bring out Chimera Flesia. You got 2 Predaplants in your hand, so you can easily bring these back if you wanted to, but I would suggest waiting until the next turn, just in case you don't know what they have. Whatever your plan, since they went first, you can just activate this in their effects or whatever. Next, this is very good. Normal summon, put a counter on them. Special summon this back to the field. Bam. That's really good. That's really good. So I really like the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. It's your boy, TJ, aka Road Duelist, Team Millennium. Shout out.